Namaste. I want to share a very fascinating story about the Dwarapalakas of Lord Vishnu, Jaya and Vijaya. Once they were standing guard and Lord Vishnu was sleeping, and there the four children of Brahma, who were made out of the mental thought of Lord Brahma, and they were born. And they wanted a boon from Brahma of staying at the age of 5 because they wanted to remain pure throughout their life. Since they were born out of the mind of the Brahma, they also had the name of Manasaputra. People are born out of the mind. They are also known as the Chaturasana. When they came to meet Lord Vishnu, they were stopped by the Dwarapalakas, Jaya and Vijaya. And they said, "We have to meet the Lord, we are his devotees." So Jaya and Vijaya thought that they were children, not knowing that the special capabilities of these people, their purity and their love and devotion for the God. They were a bit arrogant and they stopped saying that we will not allow you because he is sleeping. And these four people, they keep on asking, and finally they get really angry. And then they curse Jaya and Vijaya to be born as humans. And by this time, Lord Vishnu makes an appearance. So Jaya and Vijaya fall at the feet of Lord Vishnu and saying that we have been cursed by Manasaputras. What do we do? He said, "I can't undo the curse, but I will give you two options. You still have to go and take birth. But when you take birth, you have to be away from me in some form or another." And then they ask, what are the two options? He says, you will have 7 births of very good human beings and devotees holding very, very long life in the earth. You may have to live very, very long. Or you can take birth as my enemies, but you will only have to be born 3 times in the world. They think, and then finally they decide that we would like to be born as your enemies, because they thought at least that way they will be with the Lord even when he is there. And then when Dasavatar unfolds, they come in the first one as Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakasipu. One of the brothers gets killed by the Varaha avatar, and then the other brother stays through, and then he gets killed by the the line act, or the Narasimha avatar as it's called. So the first pair of Janma is over for them, Jaya and Vijaya. They come back again at the time of Ramayana as Ravana and Kumbhakarna and get killed by the hands of Rama. And then again they come back during the time of Krishna as Sisubala and his brother Dandavarka. Then they get killed by Krishna and Balram, his brother, and then they get to go back. What is the learning from this story? Once my guru told me that even when they were in the form of humans, even when they were the most, I would say, the devoted enemies of the Lord, they were doing nothing but thinking of the God all the time. And hence they were liberated and they were able to go back and be with Lord Vishnu. There is a big learning for each and every one of us through this story. There was this question once, I'm a very bad human being. I'm a bad person. My thoughts are not clean. Can I meditate? Once my guru told me, each and every human being is in one way or another a psychopath. We all have psychological disorders. Many of us, the degree is so small and less that we don't even know that we have psychological issues. And hence we just parade in this earth as good human beings, meditate or do whatever, and then move on. Whereas the people who claim to be bad or who think that they are bad, they all have a degree which is much more pronounced, where the psychological disorder gets out and then makes them look like bad. Like the two sides of a coin, there are no two human beings who are alike. There are also no human being who is perfectly good or perfectly bad. When it comes to what we call as samskaras in heartfulness, it represents a collection of both good and bad. Assuming you have a bank account and this bank account has a positive balance, or it is a cash credit account or overdraft account and then you have a negative balance. Either way, for the account to be closed, either you have to withdraw the money that you have in the account before it can be closed, or you have to pay off all the negative balance that has accrued into your account before you can actually close the account. Either way, good or bad, for you to close the account, you still have to do a transaction. And in life, whether you're good or bad, in life actually we are all a mixture of good and bad. With certain people, the pronounced side is good, for certain people, the more pronounced side is bad. Either way, you need to give up either good or bad, and that is the only way for you to close the account of life and then move out of it. If you continue to have balance, you continue to come back. And this is where heartfulness offers a beautiful path. In fact, whether you're good, whether you're bad, whether you think you're good, whether you think you're bad, this is one of the most easiest option of undoing. How do you undo a bank account? You transact. If you have excess money, you withdraw it and then the account is closed. If you have negative balance, you have to deposit the money before the account is closed. Both is done here in heartfulness through a simple combination of meditation, cleaning and prayer. When I do meditation, I am doing nothing but using the divine energy that flows from my Guru's heart to me and helps me to transform slowly and steadily in the process of whether I am good or bad. To become completely divinized, I need to give up both sides. To close my account, I have to either give up my cash balance or I have to pay back the negative balance in my account. Both happens through the process of transformation when I am able to take flight and move out of the duality of good and bad, rich and poor, knowledgeable and an idiot, or whatever. And we are aided in this process by what is known as cleaning. Cleaning allows you to leave out those balances in your life, plus or minus, good or bad, and hence you attain a state of lightness where you are able to move out. Imagine a sheet of paper being kept on the table and a fan is running in full speed. What stops the paper from flying is a paperweight that you keep on top. The same way, whether the paperweight is made of gold or the paperweight is made of some ugly stuff, an unclean stone, finally the paperweight has to be removed before the paper can fly away. The same is true for people who think they are bad or people who consider themselves good. Both will still bind you to the earthly level of birth and rebirth. If you really are looking at moksha, what religions speak about, the true moksha, or the minimum level at least, is for you to escape the cycle of birth and rebirth. Why? Because what is available on the higher planes is considered to be far superior. We all need proof and we all need, I would say, scientific facts before we buy into such stuff. One of the proof or scientific fact that you can look at is many of the published journals on what happens after death. Many scientific articles which have been published, which at least for those who are mentally curious will give you books like Life of the Many Masters and things like that. There are many books on near-death experiences. There are many people who have become mediums and spoken to spirits which are beyond this. It all tells you of a beautiful world which exists beyond the human plane of existence. If you don't believe it, there is another tool that is available. Knowledge gained from books is still knowledge. but what you gain out of experience is the true knowledge which will stay with you forever. All you have to do in the heartfulness process is dedicate about half an hour, 1 hour every day. Close your eyes, go within yourself, and find out for yourself whether the process of undoing is a possibility or not. It is for you to experience to find whether you can move from the duality of life's existence into something more beautiful, which is full of splendor, which is full of magnificence, which is something that you alone can experience. I welcome you to this journey of heartfulness experience for you to find whether you're good or bad. Can you enjoy something which is far beyond all this? Let's all find out together. Let's meditate. Let's become. Let's be. Thank you.